Part 2, A Legend of the Northland. So we have seen in the first part that Saint Peter, he comes to the door of a cottage, one cottage, and there a little woman was making some cakes, and he asked for one cake. And that woman, when she was making that cake, she found it is very big, and then she thought not to give him. So she made a very little cake, but as it baking lay, she looked at it. She looked at that cake and thought it is very big to give away. She had no will to give it. Therefore, she needed another and still a smaller one. But it looked, when she turned it over, as large as the first had done. Therefore, she needed another. So she needed means she made another dough and still a smaller one. And she made a very small cake. But it looked, when she turned it over, but when she turned that cake, it looked as large as the first one. It looked as big as the first cake. Then she took a tiny scrape of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer, but she couldn't part with that. Then she took a tiny scrape, then she took a tiny piece of dough and rolled it flat and rolled it very, very flat and baked it thin as a wafer. It was like a wafer, very, very thin, but she couldn't part with that. And the strange thing was that she did not even give that one also. She was so selfish that she could not even part. Part means she could not even give that small part even to that saint. For she said, "My cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself are yet too large to give away." So she put them on the shelf. And she said, "My cakes that seem too small." मेरे केक्स जो बहुत छोटे लगते हैं, when I eat of them myself, जब मैं अपने केक्स बेक करती हूँ, मैं खाती हूँ, they look very, very small, are yet too large to give away, and they become too big when to give away. And she thought, when I have to give those cake, when she has to give those cakes to someone else, they become so big. So she put them on the shelf. So she put that cake also on the shelf. Then good Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. And now Saint Peter grew very angry because he was very, very hungry and very, very faint. He had become very, very weak with the fasting. And surely such a woman, and naturally such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. Provoke means incite. INCITE. Provoke means uttejit karna, to make angry. So the saint became very, very angry. Now see the third line of this stanza, and surely such a woman is also the example of alliteration. And he said, "You are far too selfish to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm." And now Saint Peter, he grew very angry and he cursed her. उन्होंने उसको श्राप दिया. "You are far too selfish." He said, "You are so selfish to dwell in a human form, to live in a human form. Means you are not capable of living in human body. To have both food and shelter and fire to keep you warm. You doesn't deserve food, shelter and fire to keep you warm. Now you shall find as the birds do, and shall get your scanty food, by boring and boring and boring all day in the hard, dry wood." And he said that now you shall build as the birds do. And he cursed her to become a bird. वो उससे कहते हैं कि अब तुम, you will become a bird, and you will build, you will get your own food. You shall get your scanty food. You will get a scanty means little food, by boring and boring and boring. And that little food also she will get by boring, by making a hole in the wood all day in the hard dry wood. And in the dry wood means dry forest. Wood here means forest. In the forest whole day she will work very, very hard. She will bore it, she will make a hole, and then she will get little of the food. Then up she went through the chimney, never speaking a word, and out of the top flew a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. And by this saying this, she went through the chimney, and then she became a bird, and she went out from the chimney above, never speaking a word. She did not utter a word. And out of the top flew a woodpecker. और चिमनी से बाहर क्या आता है? एक woodpecker. She was turned into a woodpecker, for she was changed to a bird. She had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same, but all the rest of her clothes were burnt, black as a coal in the flame. And she had a scarlet cap on her head. When she was turned into a bird, she was having a bright red cap on her head, and that was left the same. And that cap was still there when she was turned to woodpecker. बट ऑल द रेस्ट ऑफ आर क्लोथ्स वर बर्न, ब्लैक इज द कोल इन द फ्लेम। और बाकी के जो उसके कपड़े थे वो कोले बन चुके थे फ्लेम्स में, फायर में। And every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood, where she lives in the trees till this very day, boring and boring for food. And every country here is villages, and every village boy, schoolboy had seen her in the wood, had somehow, some time or the other, had seen her in the forest, where she lives in the trees. Now she live among the trees till very day. This is the tradition, this is the legend they believe. वो मानते हैं कि वो आज तक देखी जाती है. The school boys, they still see her boring and boring for food. She's still making holes, boring for food. So this is a traditional story. सी लेजेंड इज़ अ ट्रेडिशनल स्टोरी एंड इट्स अ लेजेंड. ये ट्रेडिशनल स्टोरी है जो कि आज तक सुनते आते हैं कि ऐसा ऐसा देयर वाज सम वुमन, शी वाज वेरी ग्रीडी, वो लालची थी, वो बहुत सेल्फिश थी. शी डिड नॉट गिव इवन अ स्मॉल केक टू द सेंट पीटर एंड हाउ शी वाज टर्न इनटू अ woodpecker. So the great message we get from this story is that we should be not be selfish, we should not be greedy. Whatever we should have, we should share with others. We should part and lovingly share with others, be friendly with others. I hope you understood the poem. Thank you.